the protesters feel like the majority of their demands have not been met by the Iraqi government, and they've been saying that they will stay in the streets until those demands have been met. And they've shown remarkable resilience in doing so. The protests have been going on now for over 3 months, and people I've spoken to have said that they have no intention of going home.
And what about the political uncertainty underway? Because a lot of the reasons why people are out on the streets is because they don't have access to public services. They want jobs being created. What about the political uncertainty to help address those problems?
Yeah, I mean, I think, part of the reason why protesters have been frustrated is that, the prime minister resigned, back in December, and yet stayed on his particular role. And they feel like many of the politicians who are responsible for the lack of services in Iraq, for the corruption endemic in the government, for, the ongoing issues throughout the country are still in power and have not, there's been no real moves to meet the protesters' demands for early elections, for reform to electoral law. There's been promises, but the protesters feel that there hasn't been anything practical or effective actually done to help address some of those issues which are affecting the country overall.
And one of the protesters' demands has been to, bring an end to this sectarian political system, something we're also seeing over in Lebanon. What about addressing that point?
Yeah, I mean, the protesters feel like this system hasn't worked. They think that it has, allowed for, both division and corruption within the country. And one of the things that they've been saying over and over and over again is that the, protesters represent Iraqis overall. They don't represent just one sect. They don't just represent Sunnis or Shias. And, you'll see people holding up signs saying, like, I'm just here Iraqi, or you'll see people, gathering together saying, look, we're Sunni, we're Shia, we're Kurdish, we're all together on this. And I think that people, feel like that this is a system that they've, been trying for the past 16 years, and it hasn't worked out for them. They feel like it only has created more division in the country.